This is a video I wish I saw before choosing this sport, but lucky for you, you can. Hi guys, welcome back to Coffee Shop, and today we're gonna talk about everything you need to know before getting into triathlons in India. Triathlons aren't necessarily a famous sport in India, but running is, and now even cycling. If this trend continues, triathlons will soon pick up. The recent and first ever Ironman in Goa has certainly doubled if not tripled its traction, and if you are planning to get into the sport, doing your first ever Ironman, here's what you need to know. It's expensive. I wasn't sure if this was the best point to start with, but I think this is the one that matters the most, especially at the moment. Triathlons are expensive, and depending on your distance, really expensive. So triathlons have three sports: swimming, cycling and running. Running is the cheapest of all the sports. All you need is a basic pair of shoes and you're pretty much good to go. This is primarily the reason why running is already a famous sport in India. A decent shoe will cost you anywhere between 5 and 10,000 rupees and will last approximately 600 to 1000 kilometers. Not a problem. Yet. Next sport, swimming. First, you need a membership of a swimming pool, preferably Olympic size, and that is a recurring cost which will depend on where you live. Along with that, a pair of goggles and a swimming trunk. Nothing major. Yet. And finally, cycling. Now, this is the sport where no amount of money is going to be enough. Even if you choose to buy the cheapest road bike, you're still looking at an investment of at least 30 to 35,000 rupees. A mid-range bike for 75,000 to around 1.5 lakh and a high-end bike for 1.5 lakh to the sky is your limit. Along with that, maintenance at least another 2 to 3,000 rupees a year. But we're still not done. To do a Goliath event like this, you will need to fuel yourself. Nutrition, food, energy gels, hydration, protein, other supplements don't necessarily seem that expensive. But remember, we're talking about 7 to 15 hours of training weekly, which will go on for months if not years. Those things very quickly add up. And finally, the Ironman itself. So the local distance triathlons that I have done each costed around 10 to 12,000 plus travel plus stay. The actual Ironman event costs around 30,000 rupees and goes all the way up to 70,000 plus. Combine all of this and now we're looking at an investment in the lakhs. Something you should keep in mind. Next point, training. So this is where most of the action is going to go down. You will be up at odd hours, you will have to have extra coffee on the longer, harder days, and you will have to train very hard, very often. However, your mind and your body will reach new levels that you didn't even think were possible. For training, being conservative, you're looking at around 5 hours of weekly training for the shorter events and around 10 to 15 hours weekly for the longer events. But by far the largest hurdle you're going to face is not the actual training, but to commit to the amount of time it takes to do this much training. Really important to keep in mind. And before my next point, go hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Show your boy some love. Next point. Finding a partner. Now, triathlons are not a mainstream sport in India. You will find very few triathletes wherever you are. Also, you'll be training at odd hours and longer and harder than most other people. So finding a partner gets that much more difficult. Try finding a partner as soon as or even before you commit to the sport. Not only will that make training a lot more fun and easier, but will also reduce the overall cost because you can pool your resources. And finally, my suggestions. For anyone looking to get into the sport, this is what I would suggest to you. First, hire a coach. Not only will you become a better triathlete, but you can also reduce your training time down by quite a lot. Very often, you don't actually have to train all that much, but have to train better than you currently are. A coach can help you figure that out. Second, your bike does not matter all that much. It's very easy to think that you need the fancy new bike with the deep aero wheels, but at your level, there are a lot better investments which you can make which are way cheaper. Better recovery tools, better supplementation, access to coaches, physiotherapists, and a bunch of other personalized things will make you a lot faster and give you a lot more time. So you're far better off making these purchases rather than a fancy new bike. Third, weight training is essential. With the amount of time you're going to spend doing swimming, cycling, and running, you most likely will not spend enough time doing weight training, but you have to prioritize this and make it into a habit because the benefits will come back tenfold. And finally, budget it out. Break down all the expenses and create a budget for it. add 10% to that, because believe me, it is going to go over. This way you're far less likely to make any stupid purchases and actually stay within your budget. And that's about it. It's a beautiful sport to get into. Expensive, yeah, but it expands your mental and physical barriers like nothing else in life. I would recommend everyone who really wants to push themselves to do this event at least once. Of course, you can do the shorter events and cheap it out in the beginning, but try it at least once. And if you have any other questions regarding the sport, ask me. Be sure to subscribe to Coffee Shub, and I'll see you again very soon.